The Cowboys trade pick. Cowboys traded the pick to the Eagles.
Oh,
They're
what?
gonna get DeVonta Smith.
They
traded with the Eagles. The Eagles are on the clock.
Come on, get it now.
Gotta be DeVonta Smith, right? It's gotta be DeVonta.
It has to be.
If it's Queen
It has to
K, I'm
be.
burning this shit down. Smith, they jumped the Giants to get DeVonta Smith. That's what I'm talking about. Big blowout. Big blowout. That's what I'm talking about. If it's not DeVonta Smith, I'm lighting everything up. Get ready to see a fire that you've never seen before. Eagle sled. Yeah. Yes! I'm happy! Yes! DeVonta Smith, one of my top 4 guys I wanted! Mother balls! Harry balls! Yes! Joey, great pick!
Oh
Great
my
pick!
God!
Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and we are one day away. We are in draft eve. Do I have my volume turned on? Do I have everything going on right? How's everybody doing today? I see Easy Money in here promoting Matt Corral. What's going on, buddy? Chris Scott, Robert Jones, Randy, Speaky Yo Peace. I like that name. Marcus Polk, Richard, Gigi Meta, JJ. What's going on, Cody? Reggie, Eric, Herzog, Andrew, my man, J3, Jeffrey, Sean, anybody I'm missing, I apologize. Manuel Gordon. We got a lot of people in here. Quick. Andrew Hernandez, what's going on? Young Money. Then you got Alex. What's going on, my man? What is happening? It's draft eve, right? We were one day away, and I'm home for the day. I took the rest of the day off, and I got a busy schedule. We're going to do a stream here. I should be doing another stream 6:30 with Mark Holmes on my channel. And then tonight, I hope to put out my mock draft. I also hope, you may see me and Joey doing some testing stuff. But draft is one day away. I don't know about you guys. I am pumped. We got 189 people here already. Thank you for joining. What's up, Shane? What's up, Cameron? My thoughts going into this draft are this. I think the Eagles are trading up. I think they're trading up. The question is how far. I think there are a handful, not even a handful, but a couple guys they'll trade up for. And depending upon who they are, it will depend upon how far up they go. I think, and the weird feeling I get is that if Kayvon Thibodeau falls past 7, and I'm not saying he will. Some people say he's top 5. Others say he's going to drop. But if he gets to like 8, I think the Eagles go up for him. I really, really do. But it's going to be interesting. And I think if somehow Sauce Gardner gets past the Jets and the Giants at 4-5, and he's sitting there at 6, I could see the Eagles making a play up for him. I think Kevon and Sauce are in play if they can get to a certain point. The other guys I think they go up for are guys like Jermaine Johnson. I think you have to go up a couple slots for Jordan Davis. I'm not sure about Kyle Hamilton if I think they will. Maybe they like Stingley. They've been very quiet about him. But I think they trade up, and then I think the 18th pick, they want to move back. Now, from what I'm hearing, it's easier in this draft to move up. There are more people looking to move back than move up. So I think they can get up. I don't know if they can get back. That's going to be the situation. Alex says, I think we trade up for Jameson Williams. But everyone will want Gardner, but I think he is going before the Giants pick. I think he's going 4. I think Sauce is going 4. I think the Giants go offensive lineman 5. The question is, where will Thibodeau be? Angie's the Spiral Times channel. Shout out to you. I'm a new fan. My dad played college football. I was raised around the much NFL. I wanted to be an Eagles fan. Now I am. And you are helping me so much. Thanks. Thank you. And shout out to you. And welcome to Eagles Nation, as well as Dingbat Nation. Thank you for being here. They said the Seahawks are getting calls about 9. I'm sure they are. That's what I said. Thibodeau. I don't care what his name is. If he gets drafted by the Eagles, just be good. You know what I'm saying? Did I hear reports about Matt Corral's character issues? No, I heard he was dumb as rocks, though. From Dan Silly was saying, he sounds like he's dumb as rocks. But that's an easy money problem. I just troll with the Matt Corral. Robert says, "Yo, Philly, I'm ready for Sauce. Please, how I make it. Wouldn't that be great? Oh my God, this draft's gonna be so awesome." James Smith says, "Good afternoon, 500. Can't wait for tomorrow night NFL draft." Oh, I can't wait either. It's tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, Jay Triller says, "You're going to be sad when you all move up for a quarterback." Oh, yeah. You're going to be sad when we get every player that you guys wanted. Yes, Thibodeau is the big question. If the Eagles liked him character-wise from their pre-draft visits, I'll trust Sirianni's judgment. Yeah, I mean, it seems like he seems like the guy that the Eagles would go after. Sean says, "Trade up for Stingley at 6 because Seattle will take him at 9. So you would probably, what do you think? You got to give up 2 first rounds to get him? Ramon says, "Yo, 500, what's up, bro? Do you think Howie wanted to trade Reagor?" I think they want to trade Reagor. Yeah. Yeah. If they move up for Crump, yeah, I'm burning this house down. Josh says, "My man, that's all you do." I'm doing great, my man. I'm just excited about the draft. I'm ready for this draft to get going. We need this draft to happen like now. You know what I'm saying? Debo Samuel, 2nd round picks, Reagor and 3rd. Would you do it? I would do it. Would the Eagles? No. Would the Niners? I don't know. The reports are that the Jets are going to give the 10th. I don't know if that's true or not. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Sean. He says, "Trade up between 8 and 10, but do not sacrifice the future first. Thibodeau or Hamilton would be awesome." I agree. "We're not getting Sauce or Stingley. I want a corner with our first pick, but both of them will be gone." I think so too. I mean, I think Sauce goes 4. No, and I'm trying to catch up to these, man. These are going quick. I think Sauce goes quick. You know, Alex says, "I think Howie wants to trade Reagor, but I think he wants at least a 4th rounder for him. Will they get that?" No, I don't think you could get a 4th rounder for him. That would be an absolute steal. But I don't think you could get a 4th rounder for Reagor. I definitely don't. You think we got to trade up for 6? Yeah, we might have to. You know. What up, 500 Denzel in the book? Denzel Washington in the house. I look exactly like Denzel Washington. I know. 500. You actually watch college football? Honestly, I honestly tell people all the time, no, not that much. I watch, some of the national games. I'll watch some of the bowl games. I'll mainly go back after the season and look through players and things. I do watch tape. I do watch draft stuff. I do watch stuff film on the guys, but I don't watch a lot of college football because the Sundays are so busy for me that like the only chance I have to spend time with family is Saturdays. Carolina has 0 day 2 picks, a 1st, a 2 or 3, maybe a 6, and Dillard may get it done. Now, I would do that. Like, if they wanted my 1st and 2nd, I would do that, and then I would definitely try to move back from 18 and get some of those picks, You wrong. I know my team, bro. We go after 0 top free agents. We don't move up, but we drafted. Well, who are you going to get? Good luck, Debo, going to the Jets. Another wasted career. You ain't kidding. Your boy Joey said he doesn't watch college, but then talk a draft. Weird. It's not weird. It's not weird. You don't have to watch every game live as it happens. How are you going to watch every single game? You can go back and watch players and watch tape. I watch enough basic college football to go back and be able to watch tape. But I don't spend all day watching every game. No. And I think that's a ridiculous comment by you. Jets offered the 10th pick. Niners declined to offer. The Niners are that's a 10th pick overall, man. Philly can't wait tomorrow night. Yes, the Eagles are moving up. I heard on WIP today it's possible that the Eagles already signed Tyrann Mathieu, but won't announce it until after draft. I don't know how that could possibly be. If I'm Mathieu, there's no way I'm waiting. Jameson Williams on possibly playing with Devontae Smith. We'd be the most explosive offense in the NFL. And they would. I mean, I would love Jameson Williams. Yo, Philly, what up? If Nakobe Dean fell to 33, would you trade up for him? Yeah, of course. I would love it. Let me try to. Then why are you all doing mock drafts? Because by the time the draft comes along, you know how many players we've watched tape and gone through and studied and analyzed and then give our opinions on? Well, what do you have to have a certification of? You have to watch every live game on Saturday in order to do mock drafts, and that's ridiculous. By the time the draft comes, there's a lot of time between the end of the college season and now. You can go back and watch a lot of guys. Now, are there guys in the late rounds that I don't know that well? Yeah, there are. But there's enough guys I've gone through that I have a pretty good idea of what the Eagles should do. So that's why that's a ridiculous comment. They probably will trade 15, 18 to move up to 6. That's what I think it would cost you. That's what I think they would want. Ojabo in the second would be sweet. I want Ojabo. I've said this all along. I want to trade up for Ojabo. No question about it. Rock the Artist, what's happening, my man? What's up? Wait, what? Hey, Philly, why don't you share one of those picks with the Cowboys? What picks? Our first-round picks? Nah. I ain't the man. You the man. And happy belated birthday. Chris says, Matthew will be an Eagle after the draft. I know for a fact. I've been saying this to everyone for the last month. He very well might be. He very well might be. I don't think they'll trade both firsts to move up. I hope not. I don't want to lose 2 firsts. Like, if they can somehow do it, even if they do a first and a second, and then you take that first and you trade back like 10 spots or something and get more picks, I'm totally okay with that. You know what I mean? We need some good value to drop 6 and 7 and 10 at latest. I agree. Drew Johnson, what's going on, man? How are you? What up, 500? Can't wait for your racks for the first pick. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Well, it's gonna be fun tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of streaming though, that's for sure. Joel watches hours upon hours of coach tape studies all 22. I actually do. I go through it every week. I go through the Eagles all 22. I don't make videos about it, but I do. 500 rings. He says, what's up, man? He says, 500. Do you know how many Super Bowl rings them Cowboys have? What is it like? Well, after 30 years of nothing, can we take like at least 3 of those 5 away? Could we do that? I hope the Sixers win tomorrow, and I hope Howie makes the right picks. Me too. I have a bad feeling about the Sixers tomorrow. You know what I mean? Shock Pick says Corral is dropping to the second round, and we are picking him up. Interesting. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you. All right. So I don't know if you got the guys in the basketball stream saw this the other day, but it came in. Matt Corral jersey. There it is. I sent it to Joey too. He still doesn't believe me, but he hasn't been texting me, so I wonder if it came. But I will have that on in honor of Easy Money. Josh Single, man, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you. He says, Denzel, just wanted to say, keep up the good work. I look forward to the videos and streams every day. If the Eagles stay at 15, 18, who is most likely? It's a good question. I think one of the defensive tackles is likely at 15 or a receiver. And then I think either a corner or receiver at 18. But thank you, man. Appreciate the super chat. Look at Matthew's like tweets. He wants to play in Gannon's system. Look, I think this very well could happen that he does sign. I think it could. Yeah, Corral. Look at that. This is the ultimate troll job. I don't expect the Eagles to draft him. I think this probably ensures it. But I love torturing Joey Shakes. So I had to get him one. He doesn't believe I sent it to him, though. I'm a troll. I am a troll. 3,500. This chat is moving so damn. At least put on slow, but Eagles fans may have some rotten apples other teams fans like to point out. But we have one of the most passionate. I know. I have 276 people. I wasn't expecting that many people. Let me me slow this down just a little bit more because I am missing too many comments, and I definitely don't want to do that. While I do that, let me preview what's coming later today at 6:30 Eastern on my channel. Take a look at this.
Not time for one more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
got
me.
to be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, you know, this is just-
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had an opportunity for one more play.
All right, cool. So we put the slow mode on. I will be live as long as Mark still wants to come on. We should be live 6:30 Eastern for like an hour. If they give up 15-18 and move to number 6, that is stupid. They better off just picking 15, trade 18, and moving back for another second. I don't want them to trade both first round picks either. But I mean, anything's possible. What if they say we'd rather pay one guy in the first round rather than 2? You know? What's up, Mookie? How are you? Oh my God, Phil, I'm getting so hyped for I am too. It's going to be so cool. Joey's going to love it so much. We will see. He doesn't believe me, but I haven't heard from him today, so maybe he got the jersey. I'm sorry if I'm jumping ahead. I'm just trying to catch up to these. Lavella, if Howie does something crazy, can you shout the brothers? Well, I'm going to have that ready to go. But yeah, maybe I'll get some clips of it so we can play it. So he does something stupid. Teddy says, 500, what's good, my man? What do you think? Corral, 15, Corral, Lloyd, 18? I can't see Corral. I can't see a quarterback in the first round. I can't see a quarterback until at least the third. Lloyd, I can't see a linebacker either. I mean, any year for the Eagles to draft a linebacker first round would be now. Can I see that happening? No. They haven't drafted a linebacker since 1979 in the first round. Coach Dante, what's happening? How are you? Winston says, what's up? So, Philly, I'm looking forward to the collab between you and LB. Yeah, that we were supposed to do it yesterday. He had some stuff come up, and I already had scheduled with Mark. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a post draft recap, together next week. Also said shouldn't have to trade both first to move up. More demand to move back up. Yeah, I think so. I think you don't have to give up 2 first rounds. Andrew says, yo, 500, starting to fall in love with George Pickens. Pause. But I think he'd be perfect comp. I think George Pickens, he may not be the best receiver in this draft, but I think he may fit the Eagles the best. Like, I think he may be the best complement to a Devontae Smith. He's 6'3". He's fast enough. I think he's kind of got an attitude. I kind of like it. So I kind of like him too. But now they're saying he's going to go in the first round. But you may be able to trade back for him, Philly, I think most would agree that to contend, you need to win your division before being considered a contender. In your opinion, what happens in the draft to reclaim the NFC East over the Cowgirls? Well, you need a couple things. You need a couple things to happen. One, you have to get better in this draft. You have to get guys that come in and play. Especially, I think you need some more offensive help. 2, Hassan Reddick's got to be the real deal. You got to rebuild that pass rush. And then Jalen Hurts got to play better. He's got to be better this year. If you do those 3 things, you can compete in this division. Because Dallas, in my opinion, has taken a step back. Washington's also pretty good. Jameson Williams on possibly playing with Devontae Smith. We'd be the most explosive offense in the NFL. Just said that 20 minutes ago. I completely agree with him. I completely agree with him. Mullen said, give me a cornerback number 2, starting safety, defensive end, I'm happy. And you might get that too. Johnny Season, what's happening? I will be at the draft, get to see our new Eagles players live. Very cool. My brother's going to day 2. The draft is like a national holiday to me. I listen and follow draft coverage all year long. I'm kind of ashamed of myself, but I've been draft fanatic since I first got into football. Oh, I'm definitely draft fanatic. I watch every second of the draft. You know, it's going to be awesome. Rock Darter says, I want Derek Stingley or Sauce, a wide receiver. I want Garrett Wilson or Traylon or Williams. I like every one of those guys you mentioned. I would have no problem. Steven Mitchell says, Philly fan in Cali, I mean Dallas. Hope we get the kid from Alabama. Which one? Jameson Williams? Yeah, I would love him. I think he's going top 10, though, no? Tier says, we need the sauce on our Philly cheesesteaks. I like it. Easy money. Matt Corral going the first round. We shall see. Randy says, trade these picks. 18, 101, 151 for pick 6 for the Panthers. And if he's there, take Sauce Gardner. I would have to imagine that if you wanted to get up to 6, you have to at least throw that second-round pick in. That right? You have to get rid of that second-round pick to do it. You know, I would think you would have to. Dallas fans are mad that we have more ammo to do what they want in this draft. They don't. What they're scared of, and I'm going to ask Mark, is I think they really are hoping to get I think they want Jordan Davis. Let me see. Walter White, man, thank you so much for Super Chat. Did you like Better Call Saul? Also F the Eagles? Walter White is in the house. Absolutely. Oh, that was one of the best. The last episode of Better Call Saul was one of the best episodes I've ever seen. It was intense, and you knew it was coming. It very much felt like the old show, The Wire, first season when Wallace gets killed. That's what it felt like. Swaggy, man, thank you so much for Super Chat. He says, what do you see the Eagles doing first 2 rounds? I think the Eagles try to trade up, and I think they try to trade back. And then if they take a wide receiver in round 1, I think they go either linebacker or defensive end round 2. If they take a corner or defense or a defensive lineman in the first round, I think they go wide receiver in the second round. That's what I think they'll do. Alex says, hope you don't lose your voice over the course of the draft, but might be impossible to prevent that. Have you lost your voice from previous? Yeah, I've lost pretty much after every Eagles game. It takes me about a day to start talking again. You know, takes me about a day. Bad dog is a mad dog, 'cause he knows the Giants always stink. They trade Odell Beckham with the Super Bowl. They draft Daniel Jones. He stinks. He got the other YouTube. He works for NASA, and the Giants still stink. Thank you, buddy, for the Super Chat, my man. He says, Chris and I did a first-round mock draft for all teams. We mocked Drake London and Devin Lloyd. You guys, would you be happy with that? Absolutely not. I would have the biggest tirade in the world. Not over Lloyd. Lloyd would be great. I'm not a Drake London guy. I mean, I think he has great hands, but man, I just worry about his speed. To me, you know, I think the name Drake London, I think of a Canadian rapper from Toronto. You know, I every time I watch tape of him, he's always covered. So I worry a little bit about him. But I like the Lloyd pick. I love the Lloyd pick. You know? Let me try to... But thank you for Super Chat. You know? I do not want Drake London. I don't want him. Drake London is underrated. I think Drake London will be a great tight end one day when they convert him. I mean, he's big. He's got great hands. He catches in traffic. He goes up to the hyper. He does all that kind of stuff. But every time I watch him, he's covered. He's literally somebody draped on him. And I worry about that. My main man, Dino, what's up, man? What's up, man? Hopefully I can watch your reaction. And what pick in the top 3 will affect the Eagles and you be upset or hyped? I don't think any pick in the top 3, top 5 can affect me. I don't expect any situation where you're getting Sauce Gardner or Thibodeau. I think they're all gone. But I do think if Thibodeau falls past the Giants at 7 somehow, I think the Eagles would try to trade up for him. I'm telling you, I think the most likely player is Tyler's saying right now. Jordan Davis said his mom is an Eagles fan and she's praying her son ends up in Philly. I think she's going to. I think, to me, if you said, who do you think the most highest percentage guy that the Eagles are going to get? I think it's Jordan Davis. I think Jordan Davis is most likely. You know? Sean says, trade back at 18 to a team. Trade back that 18 to a team in the late 20s, need a true wide receiver, number one. Philly needs a guy with complement Smith. Pickens, Watts. Yeah, grab some extra picks in the second for a linebacker and Ojabo. I agree. And especially if you trade up, you know. Drake equals JJ. He could be, yeah. London is exactly what this team needs. What, a big, slow wide receiver? I just think that in today's NFL, I think you have to have speed. You know, size is great, but to me, this is a speed game. You got to be fast. I mean, I could totally be wrong about Drake London. I could totally be wrong about Drake London. Would you rather Davis and Lloyd? Yeah, that I would be okay with it. Yeah, that would be okay. Like I said, I just worry about Drake London, but I mean, you know, Davis would be great. You know, no question about it. Pickens is great, but he said, I think we could use a little head case, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think a little head case is good now and then. You know what I'm saying? Like I like it. I watch him and he's fighting everybody. I love him. Yeah, he's got maturity concern. I get it. You know, I get it. But, man, I just think the type of football player he is, 6'3", he's got some speed. I think he's the perfect complement. You know, I do. Oh, Malcolm Jones, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. That is very, very generous of you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. He says, Philly 500, congratulations on 40K. I remember we celebrate 1,000. Yeah, well, we're not there yet. We're still a little ways away, but we're getting there, man. And I really appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to you. Hey, Bad Dog, if you're still in here, man, can I get you to come on the channel next week sometime? I'm curious. I want to hear your post-draft thoughts about the Eagles, the Giants. Maybe you could tell me what they're doing at NASA, the green screen. But I need to get you on. Malcolm Jones, again, man, thank you once again for super chat, man. Shout out to you. He says, going to end up with Trent McDuffie and Olave. I'm not a Trent McDuffie guy either. I worry about him. Two guys I'm worried about are Drake London and Trent McDuffie. Now, I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong a lot, you know. My favorite safety is Hamilton. I like Hamilton, but I like that Hill kid and then the kid from Maryland. I always forget the kid from Maryland's name. Oh, and I like Brisker a lot too. Desmond Ritter's the best quarterback in this draft. It improves his zip on the ball. He will be unstoppable. Yeah, I think I heard the Steelers like him. I want Wilson so bad with Smitty. He talked about the Eagles so much. Look, Garrett Wilson would be great. Drake London can't get separation in college. Imagine him playing with the big boys. That's what concerns me. Psycho Steve says, I want an offensive lineman. You can never go wrong about that, you know? No, you're right about speed. I mean, that's how I feel. Yeah, man. Shout out again to Malcolm Jones, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the generous super chat, man. Well, we would know head cases. That's true. True. How's Kadarius Toney doing, by the way? John Dunham, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to you. He says, I hope Garrett Wilson falls to us. I like Garrett Wilson. I do. Drake London, you saying Drake London won't be good, basically assures he'll be great. Maybe I'm the motivation he needs. But if he ever goes to the Hall of Fame, thank me. Because to me, I just think of a Canadian rapper from Toronto when I hear him. You know, I think he'll be a great tight end when they convert him. Sven says, hey, King Dingbat, do you not have enough from the early wide receivers? The Umbrella Man sells his stuff. Now in the slot, Mr. Regular is not really a burner. You better bring a vet in and draft some defense. I think it's kind of too late to bring a veteran wide receiver in. But you're right, we do need defense, you know? What's the percentage of the draft pick after 12 make impact? You know, there's always somebody that makes an impact late, but I mean, in general, you know, it's low percentage of guys make it from the first round. Beto Sports says, we'll figure something out. Yeah, man, I'll text you and we'll talk. You know, we'll see what NASA's got up their sleeves. You know, Pinky up when you drink. Gotta have class. Reagor had character concerns, but I overlooked him slacking with effort on certain plays because his quarterback last year was so god-awful. That was a mistake on my part. You know, the thing with Reagor is he came out, if you remember, he had his pro scouting day was over Zoom because they weren't doing those because of the whole pandemic. So Reagor runs a 4.2, but how do you really know he was running a 4.2 or whatever, 4.3 or something like that? I forget. They say he ran a 4.27 at his pro day, but it was all on a Zoom camera. How could you really know? Pinky up, baby. That's what the Italians do. I gotta get a pinky ring on. Philly, I'm not a London fan either. He's already a rich kid, and have to see the care his mom and dad bought him. Car? Okay. I don't like that already. He has money. You'll be lazy. Yeah, I don't know. Drake London and Jordan Davis would be your dream picks? No, Jordan Davis. Yeah, I mean, I say take a shot on Jordan Davis. Why not? Drake London, no. I would rather have George Pickens. I'm not going to lie to you. I would rather have Pickens. That Jameson Williams media push by the Eagles a day ago tells me we really want somebody else and hoping the Giants watching don't draft scared, trying to make sure the Eagles don't. That when you hear that they're after him so hard, pause. It does make you think there's somebody else they're looking at. I would not be surprised if the Eagles took Olave if he's there, and I have no issue with it. I would prefer Garrett Wilson though, but Eagles should have picked Quiddy Pay. No, they shouldn't have. Reagor stinks. Does. I know that you're not going to break one, and I don't know much about him either, but a lot of other channels say that he's like the best receiver. I know a lot of people think he's the best receiver to draft. I even watch the NFL Network, and they say Drake London's best receiver to draft. Maybe he is. Maybe I'm just worried about a USC wide receiver. I don't know, but when I watch him, I'm like, is this guy going to ever get open in the NFL? I'm thinking, man, maybe if he converts to tight end, he'll be good. Jason, man, what's going on with you? He says, what's good, 500? Can't wait till tomorrow night. Let's go and come on, Pip. Smash that like button for Philly. The guy is fire. Oh, yeah, bad for being like, no, you're all good, man. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we need a running back. I agree. I definitely think we do. I'd like to know how the running backs we select complement Sanders. Who you got, 500? If I could get a running back, I want the kid from Georgia, Cook. That is Dalvin Cook's brother, right? If they could get him like in the third round, I would take a shot because I do think you need to add a running back, especially if you're going to be a run-heavy team. You know what I mean? Not a big fan of Davis. Prefer White if I had choice. I like Davis. I don't care which one. I'll take either one of those. If I have to choose, I'm choosing Davis, but I understand some people don't, and there are concerns about him. What if he's 4 or 5 years in, is he going to have a weight problem? He reminds me of Wilfork. That's who he reminds me of. But if he pans out, he's a beast. Reagor was super fast his freshman, sophomore year in college, but when he got to the Eagles, he was bigger and looked significantly slower. You know why I think he's slower? My opinion, the reason why Reagor is slower is because it's all up here. If you look at him and you look at when he gets the ball, it always looks like he's overthinking. But if you look at it, the few times where he had big plays, they were punts where the ball was either muffed or it was bouncing and he had to run to it and he had no time to think and he just went. He looked like a completely different guy. I think it's all mental with Reagor. Low 5591. Thank you for the super chat, my man. He says, miss your Sunday streams. Can't wait for tomorrow. I see y'all taking Davis and Lloyd. Much love, brother. God bless. Go Cowboys. I would love Davis and Lloyd. But the Eagles have not taken a linebacker since 1979. They haven't taken a corner in 20 years. If there was ever a time to break any of that, it's this year. My dream situation is this. And if Bad Dog's still here, I want him to hear this. But I want the Giants to take an offensive lineman 5. And then I want Carolina to be on their 6. And I want Sauce Gardner on the board. And the Giants fans, they all think they're going to get Sauce. And the Eagles come up and jump him and draft Sauce Gardner. That would be like a dream case scenario. but somehow not give up 2 first-round picks to get up there. Now that would be my dream scenario. Could it happen? I have no idea. Let me see here. I see an old super chat by Swaggy. Oh, where is it? It just came. It didn't show up here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Swaggy, I think I missed your super chat, my man. Oh, I might have got it. So what do you say the Eagles doing in the first 2 rounds? I think defense. I think a defensive lineman and a receiver, or a defensive lineman and a corner. And then I think whatever they don't do in the first, if they don't take a receiver in the first, they'll take him in the second. They took a receiver in the first, I think they go maybe defensive end. I really want to trade up for Ojabo. Like, I would love to trade up for Ojabo. That would be like dream case scenario, no? That would be awesome. But I have a feeling Sauce goes, yeah, I think he's going at 4. I think the Jets take him at 4. I think you guys take an offensive lineman. And the question is where's Thibodeau go? Because if he gets past the Giants at 7, now I don't know, like I read reports the Giants didn't like him or something, but I don't know what's up with that. Tom says Better Call Saul gets better. Oh, Better Call Saul is one of the greatest shows ever, and Bad Dog needs to start watching that. So it's a slow burn, unlike Breaking Bad, but it is up there with my top 5 favorite shows of all time. And it's especially when you get to year 3, it's so Breaking Badish. It's unbelievable. Breaking Bad is still the greatest show ever, though. Yeah, I agree with Alex. Sauce or Stingley? If I had to choose, I would take Sauce. King Dingbat, tomorrow will be great. Will you eat massive amounts of gabagool and drink oceans of eggnog? No eggnog. It's not the season. I'll be pounding the gabagool before we go live. I never eat on camera. Nobody has ever seen me eat on a camera. You never will see me eat on camera. I don't go to buffets because I'm not going to be the fat man at the buffet. I'm weird like that. I eat in the dark. Forrest Hill says, if Ojabo falls to the second round, would you trade up? Yes. Yes, I would. That's one of the reasons why I want to trade back from 18. Drake London might actually be good for Philly if they are sticking with Hurts because he's not very accurate and he can't go up and get the ball. But he also doesn't throw in traffic either. He likes guys wide open. You know, top 3 favorite Eagles of all time. Number 1, Reggie White. Number 2, Randall Cunningham. Number 3, Brian Dawkins. Number 4, Jerome Brown. Number 5, Eric Allen. And on we go. Kavan goes, yeah, I think there's a very good chance he goes. I think the Giants, and I said this all along, I think Giants go offensive linemen and defensive end. I think that's what they're going to do. I hope they don't. I hope they don't like the kid. Who do you want in the second, Philly? I want to trade back the 18th pick, for a late first, and then I want to use the extra capital and trade up. We have 2 third-round picks already. I want to trade up, and I want to snag David Ojabo. I love David Ojabo, and I just think I'd get him, and I would just sit him for a whole year, and I think he's got all the upside. John says, hi, 500, first time. Thank you, man. You are a great Eagles, man. I listened to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, John. Shout out to you, man. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We got 425 people in here. I appreciate it so much. I will be live again 6:30 Eastern. I will be having more Combs come on, so look for that. It should be a lot of fun, and I'm curious to see what he thinks about his stinking Cowboys. But thank you guys for being here, and then of course we're streaming every second of the draft this week, starting tomorrow. I did PFF Draft Simulator like 6 times. Ojabo always goes early in the second round. I know he goes. I did one too, and I did a mock draft. Well, I did a bunch of them, but I actually kept my results, so I'm probably gonna do a video on it. I get Ojabo in the second round, but I have to trade up. I have to get up to 36 or 37, and I know I do because I do so many mock drafts, and he always went. But I really want him. Sean Davis, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. Shout out to you. He says, when is the last time the Eagles had a top 3 player on the offensive side? Seems like we never have a great player. Well, you mean like skill position player? Because I think offensive line wise, we've had some of the best offensive line in the league at times. But wide receiver, running back, not very often. Maybe Terrell Owens, the last top 3, you know. Yo, Fiverr, what's your interest on? Which one? Is Pickens the guy that pushes off too much, or is that one of the cornerbacks you were talking about being grabby? No, they were talking about Elam being grabby. But Pickens gets into like a lot of spats though. There's no question about that. He definitely does. Traylon Burks is your guy. I like Traylon Burks. See, I like Traylon Burks better than regular. Like if you said we got Traylon Burks 18, I'm okay with that. Because Traylon Burks ran a 4.5, but when I watch him play football, he looks like he runs faster. Sometimes guys, they just don't run good 40s. Drake London looks slow to me, and he didn't run a 40. Supposedly, when the plays is not coming his way, Thibodeau doesn't finish his run. That's the only issue he has. So he's got to. The question is does he want to be great? The things we can't ever tell in the draft is we don't know what the guy's heart's like or what he's made up of, and it's hard to know those things. The Eagles got to figure that out. Pickens is falling. A lot of maturity character issues per many teams with his interviews. Thing is why does it all come out this week? See, I'm very skeptical when that comes out this week. 1 week ago, the reports were Pickens is going to go in the first round. A week ago, that's what they're saying. Now, as soon as that became the story, this other stuff comes out. Every year, the week of the draft, we get these reports. And I'm very suspicious that it's certain teams wanting guys to fall to them, and they put that stuff out there. It's just, I'm skeptical of that. I know he probably does have some maturity issues, but they can't be worse than Reagor. Jersey, Deshaun Jackson had maturity issues. Sometimes you just got to take a chance. Yo, Mod Squad, I have to go finish stinking yard work. I hate yard work. Can y'all just toss some green nerds thumbs up to all the donations this afternoon? Thanks, Mod Squad. Let's go. Jersey Dolphins, shout out to you. I really think the Eagles want Ojabo. I think they're super high on him from the beginning. I really think they brought back Barnett because of Ojabo's injury. Look at the timing. That could be very. I know that they were pretty high on him beforehand, but I haven't heard of them talking him or anything. 500. Check out Nick Bonito. He's the better pass rusher Ojabo. Ojabo is better against the run. Ojabo is the better player. Interesting. I haven't checked them out. I have to do that. What's going on, my man? How are you? If we don't get Sauce, Stingler, Hamilton, this is a failed draft? Really? See, I really think if they come away with one of the defensive linemen from Georgia, one of those defensive tackles, I think it's a successful draft. I've heard teams have denied Evan Neal has medical issues. Seems like a bunch of smoke from teams hoping falls. Yeah, there's a lot of that this week. There may be big problems with George Pickens, but if it is, he'll fall. You'll start seeing him in the third round. Pinky up. But I like his physicality. I like his attitude. I like the way he plays. I think he would complement Devontae Smith perfect. Barnett was signed a week after Ojabo's injury. I do think he was just brought back as a cheap insurance policy. They guaranteed $13 million for him. He's got more money than sacks. We're getting Garrett Wilson 15, trading down 18. Book it now. I have no problem with that. Yeah, 40 times can get looked at. It's all about the field speed. Yeah, I think what I like to do, my philosophy with the 40 is watch the 40. It's important. If a guy runs a great 40, go back and watch his tape. See if he looks like he's running that while he's playing. There are certain guys that you look at and you go, no way that guy runs a 4.4 on the field. But they ran it in the combine because they practiced and got ready for it. Then there are guys that run a bad combine, and then you look them play, and you can tell they're much faster. For whatever reason, they don't run good 40. When I look at Traylon Burks, he looks faster. Most people thought he ran a 4.3. We got 432 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And once again, I will be live. I have Mark Holmes on later today, so look for that. Show enough, what's going on, my man? How are you? It goes both ways. I think some players sandbag the combine and not end up trash teams. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm sure that's true. What are we doing with our secondary? I mean, I assume we're going to pick up a corner or a safety in the draft. Don't know when, though. I don't like Drake London either, but he can be a chain mover for Hurts and stuff. Yeah, he could. He's got really good hands. He goes to the high point. He catches great in contested traffic, but he has to because he's never open. He can't get open. It's absurd they don't run. Yeah, I wonder why they don't run the 40 in pads. That's interesting. I'm so excited for the draft. I can't wait to watch you and Joey and see your guys' reaction. We will be live for every second of it, commercial free. It's going to be fun. I think Jordan Davis will be 100% be there at 15. Not sure about 18, though. I think the Chargers would take him or maybe the Saints. You can trade 18 other picks to move up and still walk away with Davis. See, this is what I think the most likely thing is. I think the most likely scenario is that at 11 or 12, the Eagles come up from 15 and they take Jordan Davis. That I think they're going to move up slightly to make sure they get him. That's what I feel like. Hearing a lot of McDuffie to the Eagles. Yeah, I hear a lot of it. I see a lot of it. I hope not. I'm not. I think I got PTSD from Sidney Jones. So I don't want a corner out of that school. I like Booth and I like Elam. I like Elam a lot. I want one of those guys. I want a little bigger corner. So I said, Howie Vision with the 15th pick in the 22 NFL draft, the Eagles select Joe Wood, reserve long snapper. Yeah, that would be the meltdown of the century. Dream draft, 2 of the Jermaine Johnson, Jordan Davis, Jameson Williams, McDuffie, Lloyd. I mean, I pretty much like all of them. Jermaine Johnson's another guy the Eagles may make a move up for. You don't think Burks could beat man press? Interesting. Saul Stingley, Ojabo, Winfrey, Leo would be insane. We trade up to 34 from 51. Take Ojabo, Dillard, and 124. Move back in the second for Winfrey. I like it. I don't think Hamilton will fall to us. I think Hamilton will go around 11, 12, anywhere like 10, 11, 12. So we would have to, I think, trade up for him. Let me see here. Hopefully, Jalen, I stink Reagor gets traded. Wouldn't that be nice? Barnett is our 5 technique now. He's not a defensive end. He's a fast defensive tackle. Oh, God. That sounds like another failure plan. He'll jump all sides, a couple personal fouls on the quarterback. Yeah, I think Barnett's another waste to sign. See a mock draft where we landed Jameson Williams and Kyle Hamilton. I mean, that would be a great draft. You know what I mean? Burks was another regular. I don't mind Burks. Drake London. I think Drake London's going to be a stud stud tight end. I think he makes the switch in a few years, and he's really good. Barnett, 2-year deal with the Eagles worth $14 million, but looks like a 1-year deal worth $5.5 million. The Eagles will have some flexibility to move after. Yeah, I think they guaranteed $13 million of it though, so probably signing bonus. But I think it was $13 million guaranteed. Corner's the number 1 priority, Philly. We can't go into the season with McPherson as a cornerback, too. DL is a need, but more than a corner. I think defensive line is, well, you definitely need a corner. I can't say that. But the question is if you have the top 2 corners off the draft board, right, and you have the best defensive tackle on the board, do you really want to take the 3rd best corner or 4th best corner, or do you want to take the best player available? I'd rather go the best player available. You know, you got 2 picks there. So take the defensive tackle, then, take a guy like Booth. I like Booth. I like Elam. I like those guys. 500. I had a dream. I met you in a bar, and you were very courteous. Then the Eagles trade up to the 7th for Stingley, and that kind of ruined my dream. I am very, very courteous. That's very cool. Who's my picks tomorrow? If I had to guess and say the Eagles stay where they're going to, I'm going to say Jordan Davis and Chris Olave. Never trust a man with two first names. I would go Booth Jr. before I would go McDuffie. Hamilton, Lloyd both ran slower times than expected, but game tape is most important. I agree. Thing with Hamilton is that he reacts very well before the play. Like, he reads the play very well. Welcome to Howieverse of Madness. Yeah, it's the Howieverse of Madness. That's what it is. Exactly. Saul, Stingley, or Elam can't miss all. I agree with you. Davis doesn't play on third down, though. Not worth it because he doesn't do it. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean he can't play on third down. I mean, are we really saying that this guy, this athletic freak, can't play third downs? I think he can. Sometimes you want to rotate him out for pass rush situations. I get it, but Jordan Davis is boom or bust. Boom or bust. He's either going to be great or he's not going to be. He's not going to be in between, I don't think. But I would take a chance. I just think his upside is too great. Luke said, I'm with you, Philly. We need to take the best player available. We have too many holes. We need Jalen Petrie in the second round. I like him. I know I always say his last name wrong. Get Roger McCreary in the second round play. Jordan Davis at 15. Trade back 18. Take Ojabo late in the first round. Interesting. Hopefully we take the best player available at all these picks. I agree with you. Agree. I think you got to go. There's too many holes. Too many holes. You got to go best player available. Booth is a stud. I agree. 500 crazy prediction. J-Jaw makes first Pro Bowl at tight end. Philly $5. He makes the first Pro Bowl as a tight end. Oh my! Barnett gets 10 plus sacks. Man, this is the multiverse Howie-verse of madness. Minshew wins more games than Hurts. Howie is named Employee of the Year. My gosh. That's some crazy stuff, man. I'm going to remember you said that, Philly 5,000. We got to get ahead of the football team. We can't let them get Williams. We're going to have to go up them. Booth looks more suited for a strong safety. I think he could do. I like Booth, man. I just think the kid's a player. You want to put him a safety? I don't care. I just think he's a player. Whoever we draft is going to get dubbed the short-term solution. Well, whoever that we draft, we're going to want them to instantly play. But the Eagles, according to them, they're not drafting for this year. Howie said quality over quantity in this draft is the way he's thinking. That tells me we're trading up in the first round, second round, third round, fourth round. Oh, I definitely think we're trading up. I have no question. But when Howie Roseman talks quality, I get scared because I don't know what he thinks quality is. Draft Pickens in the second round. If he's there, I would. Elam is better. I love Elam. Now, we were talking about him being grabby, but I like the physicality of him. Jameson said the Eagles told me they want to draft me. They told me they would love to see me alongside Devontae. I think that would be explosive offense and something nobody has seen before. Well, I mean, that's a great that the Eagles would love to, but now everybody knows the Eagles want him. So the Eagles are going to have to either trade up and get him, or the Eagles have just blown it because somebody's going to say, well, we got to make sure the Eagles don't get him, Bonzology, my man, what's up? He says, how he's going to pick the umbrella. Can you imagine? I think the Eagles jump up in the first above Washington and grab Jameson Williams. That I could see. I did hear about Devontae Smith's comments. About Jameson Williams' comments. I think Jameson Williams is the best receiver in this draft. If you're building for the future, then you can risk the injury. But it would not surprise me if they draft him. The only way this would be a good draft if we go all defense. Well, I definitely don't think they're going to go all defense. And the reason why I don't think they're going all defense is because they didn't do anything in free agency offensively. They literally brought one guy in on the offense. So we would literally have the same exact offense. I want tough, fast players. Well, yeah, I want tough, fast players too. Philly, I really think we should go back and watch McDuffie's film again. He's a beast and fits our zone-heavy scheme. Even if he could, yeah. I look. I'm going to fully admit to you, the McDuffie thing is core. For me, it's the school, because I'm so scarred by the Sidney Jones pick that I think that has a lot to do with my just wanting to stay away. I have no real issues with McDuffie. What do you think about the double trade up mocks that Philly trading up twice for Hamilton and Sauce? I've not seen any situation where the Eagles trade up twice, but that would be fascinating. I tell you what, trading back twice would be fascinating. I don't think a lot of people would like that, but I would. But I don't think they'll do that. Man, we'd have a great wide receiver core with Smith, Williams, and Quinn. Oh, we would. Yeah, and you know that means Reagor is gone. Do I think Hurts gets pulled? No, I don't. I think Hurts will be better. The question is, will he be good enough that the Eagles will say, all right, he's our future? That I don't know that that'll happen. Eagles don't draft a pass rusher because they brought back sorry-ass Derek Barnett. They still need one, because in a year you're going to lose Barnett and you're going to lose Brandon Graham. Listen, you got to remember, on that defensive line, they're going to lose Barnett, which is great. Then they're going to lose, most likely, Brandon Graham. And you look like you're going to lose Hargrave and Fletcher Cox. So, I mean, that defensive line's got nothing. I have a strong feeling they'll trade up for Sauce and keep the 18th. It could happen. I feel like if the Giants pass on Thibodeau, if he's on the board at 7, and the Giants do not take him, and he gets to 8, I think the Eagles are going up and getting him. 500 is the Pope. I'm the Pope of the Philadelphia Eagles. See my hat? Maybe they plan to tank, laugh out loud, so they can get top 5 pick next year, and that's why they didn't do too much help Hurts. I do think there's a truth to that. I don't think they're trying to get like the top 2 picks, but I think they're trying to make sure they're in the top 15. There's a part of that, I believe. Sidney Jones is enough to stay away. Laugh out loud. Move up a little bit for Williams, Bryant at cornerback, Ojabo, second round. Make Matthew want to play with our young secondary. I would love that. Building the future, shaking my head. Howie going to take center. Howie. It's all about Howie. There's not one team. Is there any other team in this league that GM is like talked about more than the team and the roster himself? I mean, really, that Howie's biggest signing this all season was himself. You know, I saw a mock draft that had us taking a punter in the 5th, who apparently has the potential to be the best punter in the league. What do you think? If he could be the best punter in the league, 5th round, we got 2 5th-round picks, sure. You know, move up to 6 and 10. That's those. I was at 6, 10, 11, and 12 are the 4 spots I expect them to want to move up. Who's your top 3 wide receiver? My top 3 receivers would be Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, and I'm going to say for the Eagles, George Pickens. But I think the top 3 receivers in this draft are Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. But I just think George Pickens is a great fit. What would you rather have? 1 Sauce with 15 and 18, or 2 Davis and Lloyd with 15, 18? I'd rather have Sauce with 15 and 18, probably. I don't know. That's a tough one. Because I think Sauce Gardner could be the best player in this draft. But I really like Jordan Davis and Lloyd. Man, that's a tough one, man. I don't want to lose both first-round picks. That's the only thing. I don't want to lose both first. Trade up for Sauce, entice Matthew to come after they grab Ojabo and Pickens. I would love it. We have 3 5th-round picks. Oh, we have 3. Do we have 3? Huh. Well, that's cool. I forgot we have 3. Thank you for letting me know that. That's even then. Yeah, then definitely take a punter if he's the best in the league. Space God said, I might get held for this, but I'm not as sold on George Pickens. I understand physicality, but he only has one good game each year, and the rest of it is average production as the number one option. But see, I know what you're saying, but he reminds me of T. Higgins, right? I think he's fast enough and tall enough. I think he could be a really good starter in this league. I don't ever think he'll be the number one option. I think that'll be Devontae Smith, but I think he would complement him well. But I get what you're saying. I think we should draft a defensive end from Purdue in the second. Oh, George Kalafidis guy? He'll be going to first. Clark Roberts, my man, thank you for the super chat. He says, what will it take to go up into the top 10? To get, let's say, to 10, I think you could get up to 10 for like 15 in the third. I think. But to get to 6, I don't know. So what would be the best draft by the Eagles that would make you very happy? If they got it, well, like dream scenarios, they somehow got Sauce Gardner or somehow got Thibodeau. Those are not likely. But getting Jordan Davis, getting one of these receivers like Jameson Williams or Garrett Wilson, all those things would make me happy. And if somehow they can pull David Ojabo out of the second round, I would be ecstatic. Be ecstatic. Chronic Spin Dash. He says, yo, what up, Philly? My Jalen Hurts jersey gets here in time for the marathon on Sunday. Going to be repping the Birds out there. Let's kill it this draft. Awesome, my man. Shout out to you. We got 457 people in the chat. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be streaming every second of the draft. You don't want to miss any of it. Hey, King Dingbat, the hours are ticking away, buddy. I know. I'm getting nervous, man. I'm nervous. He might be driving second round, I heard. George Kalafidis? Interesting. We got to get Matt Araza, I say this wrong, to replace Sippos. He's really screwed us. Araza punts 80 yards, first guy down to make the play, pins opponents. Wow. Damn. I don't know much about him, but yeah, I would like that. What are your thoughts on Dotson and Watson, both Watson from North Dakota? I like Dotson. I think Dotson would be a good second-round pick, and I like Watson. Some people don't like Watson. They tell me he drops the ball a lot, but I mean he's got good size and speed, Brad, thank you so much for super chat. He said, would you trade 15 and 51, a fifth to Green Bay, for their 22nd and 28? Would I trade 15, 51, and fifth to Green Bay for 22 and 28? I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking, are the Eagles going to draft 2 first-round guys? So if the Eagles did that, I would think about it. I definitely would think about it. But the Eagles would not draft 20 at 22 and 28. They would then trade the 28th pick into the second round. I don't think the Eagles want to draft 3 first-round players and pay them all at the same time and have them all come up at the same time. But I would consider it. Brian Moser said, thank you for super chat, man. Edge rusher from Penn State. Yeah, I like that kid too. I like him too. I mean, there's some really good pass rushers in this draft. No question about it. Yeah, that punter is a beast. If he's that good, don't you think he'll go before the 5th? We have the most ammo to get Jameson Williams. So if we told him we want to draft him, no team can stop or trade up for him. We can get him. But they can take him before us, though. A team like Washington hears the Eagles want him. They could take him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you really want that to come out? You never know who could jump you. You can't just, if you say that and he's your target, they're going to trade up. Anthony Perry, my man, he said, I think Williams wants, you want Jameson Williams. I know. I'm with you. I would like him. What kind of spread are you going to have watch a draft? I'm not going to eat. I don't eat on stream. I have a weird thing about eating in public. I don't like eating at buffets. I don't like stuff in my face and having you guys watch. I'll never do that. So I won't be eating. I'll be just killing all these Evians. Pinky up. 500, you missed Joey's comment. Where is it? I didn't even see Joey. Shout out to Joey Shakes. Where is he? I don't even see him. I don't even see him. Where is it? He's got to retype it, or he's got to jump on. One or the other. Are you watching with Joey again? Last year's draft was amazing time. Yeah, we're streaming every second of it on both channels. So definitely come hang out. Green Machine says Jordan Davis, Booth, Pickens should be our 3 first picks. Listen, Booth is my 3rd favorite corner. Pickens is my 3rd, 4th favorite wide receiver. Jordan Davis is my favorite defensive tackle. Philly Big Dog says Jordan Davis. I like both of them. The biggest no-no for me is Drake London and George. Yeah, I'm with you on both those guys. Rufus says 500. What's good, my guy? I'm an atheist, but my ass has been praying Howie don't draft Davis. I'm praying for him. I hear you. Drake London, best wide receiver? Maybe. He may be the best Canadian rapper, too. You know? Let me see. Could be the best Canadian rapper. Getting us Kevon Thibodeau, I think it's a real possibility. I think he has to fall. I think if he gets past the Giants at 7, I think there's a chance. Yeah, George Pickens very underrated. 2 trills as Philly 500. Yeah, I did say that. True. I'm sure later when I stream Mark, he's going to be bringing it up. Brett, he says trade with Green Bay and then trade 22 and 28 for Debo. Oh, I would do it in a second. I believe you should have had a veteran wide receiver in here. Hey, do you look at Marcus Jones from Houston University? He's fast. I haven't looked at him. No. I will today, though. Are we not interested in Hamilton as you talked about last month? I don't know. Where's Joey? Joey says, I'll eat secretively. Can't wait to work with you for the draft next 4 days. I think Jameson Williams or Stingley could be a sleeper pick. Could be. I haven't heard anything about the Eagles and Stingley. So that would be something. But, you never know. Yeah, if Drake London goes to Washington, do you realize how long Carson's going to have to hold that ball for? Because it takes forever for that guy to get remotely open. Davis with Fletch is hell. Sweat off the edge too. Yeah, true. Gardner, Booth. What other cornerback you like if Booth is your 3rd best? Elam would be my 4th best. I like him a lot. I want to. Obviously, I kind of want a bigger physical corner, Troy, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. He says, I don't know why we are debating wide receiver rankings. Wait till we see how Howie drafts, then we'll know who's the worst. Yeah, good point, dude. No, I'm not streaming the Sixers game tomorrow. Tomorrow it's the NFL draft. I have a bad feeling the Sixers game's going 7. But I'll be I'll be following the score, and I'll record it. Because Carlifitis' athletic profile is not great, his production was trash post freshman year. Yeah, I'm a little worried about him. Justin, thank you for the super chat. Says I absolutely hated Nelson Aguilar as well, but he did come up being a Super Bowl, especially the last touchdown drive. So I don't hate him anymore. Yeah, he definitely did. And I thought he turned the corner, and then we go into the following year, and it's a Monday night game, and it's a signature moment for Carson Wentz. He goes back to pass. He throws to a wide-open Nelson Aguilar. That would have been a game-winning touchdown. Goes right through his hands. And I said, oh, crap. Nelson Stinkalar's back. He's got talent. He's mental. He's a mental case, too. If he makes a mistake early in the season, he's done the rest of the season. That's why I call Reagor. I would trade up for the Jets pick to get Debo Samuel on drafts. Oh, man, that would be nice. I would love it. Yeah, send me highlights of them. My guess, Michael, I think the Giants take an offensive lineman at 5, and I think they take Kevon Thibodeau at 7. That is what I think they're going to do. But if he somehow gets past them, I think he's in play for the Eagles. I believe Drake London will have Justin Jefferson-type rookie season since 500 doesn't like him. You might be right. We will see. You guys act like I'm always wrong. I'm not always wrong. I'm wrong sometimes, but I'm not always wrong. I purposely have tried not to go off on Drake London because I didn't want to jinx myself. Oh, 3 David Super Chat says, what will you do if the Sixers choke a 3-0 lead? I'm going to shake my head like this. I'm going to be pissed and sad and say, forget what's his face. Don't bring back Harden. How would you feel about trading for one of the top offensive tackles? I don't think you need to do that. I think it would cost too much. I don't think there's a need. I don't think there's a need. Shock Pick says, give me Kayvon. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If I'm Philly fans, I would be terrified to face Miami. The way they playing, I am. The way I'm playing, I am. Joe Maggie says, Philly 500, will Dr. Pepe be joining us? I'm sure we'll see Dr. Pepe at some point. Philly boy Floyd, man, what's up? I'm shocked. No easy money on here pushing Matt. He was here earlier pushing Matt Corral. Yeah. Philly Talk Podcast, shout out to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. It says, best guess of what we come out of the first with. Best guess. I'm going to say best guess, Jordan Davis and Chris Olave. I think Jamison Williams goes before we can get him, as well as Garrett Wilson. So I'm going to say that's my best guess. If our players just had grip boosts, we'd be good. How would you feel if Howie plans on a receiver was to trade? Now, I would hate. I don't want Nelson Aguilar back. We need you to melt down after an Eagles pick like you did with Burnett. It's good juju, apparently. We'll see. So I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes. Then I gotta go. I gotta do another. I have to do a video for today, and I also have to get ready because I'll be streaming again at 3:30 my time, 6:30 Eastern time with Mark Holmes. I'm gonna have him on. I want to kind of hear what the Cowboys are up to, what they want. I know that he's dreaming about Jordan Davis. So we'll talk and see. It should be fun. Bust his balls a little bit. I hope we let the draft come to us or trade back. We have too many holes all over the team. I don't like that letting things come to us. Like, I hate that feeling. I hate the feeling that people are dictating to me what I want. Like, if I know, like, if the Eagles really told Jamison Williams, we're going to draft you, go get him. Is it me or am I becoming a bigger Eagle fan than ever? You're becoming a bigger Eagle fan than ever. Good for you, my man. Best guess is that Howie trades. Yeah, I think Howie trades up and trades back. Or maybe trades back. But I think he's going to try to trade back. I think it's easier to trade up this year than it is to trade back. More teams want to get more picks because of the way this draft is. Yeah, if you could do that, Dingbat, like if they could trade up from 15 and then trade to 18, maybe pick up an extra pick, especially even if it's a 3rd-round pick. If you get an extra 3rd-round pick and 3 3rd-round picks, then you come back up and you get David Ojabo. I really want Salsa 6 with a beautiful trade with the Panthers, and then maybe Devin Lloyd would be a home run. See, I think this. I think if Sauce Gardner's at 6, I think there's a chance the Eagles try to get him. I think if Kayvon Thibodeau is at 8, I think the Eagles try to get him. If Jamison Williams is their play and he's at like 10 or 11, I think the Eagles could try to get him. And then I think 11, 12, 13, I think guys like Jordan Davis, Jermaine Johnson, the Eagles could maybe slightly move up and try to secure one of those guys, Facts is, how's life treat you, Philly? I can't complain. I mean, for the most part, life is great. Justin Morris, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Shout out to you and thank you. It didn't say anything in the comments, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you. There is no reason to trade up for a receiver because they are all really talented. We only should trade up for Thibodeau or Sauce if available, like 8-10. Yeah, I mean, I understand. But why do they tell Jamison Williams we're going to draft you? Like, to me, that makes me think you're not. Justin Moore says Jamison Williams and Jordan Davis. That's my guess if the Eagles stay put. with both picks. I like the trade way up, but I don't see there's a big drop off. Plus, they're in building mode. Yeah, I agree. A 500. Do you think Howie drafts a quarterback? Nah, I don't think he'll draft a quarterback. I don't think they'll draft a quarterback at all. But listen, I've said that before. There's no way the year they drafted Hurts, I thought they would draft a quarterback. Howie better not fucking draft Canadian rapper. That would be my ultimate meltdown. You want ultimate meltdown? If they get Drake London, I'm gonna be mad. LB and Fizz Transport, he says, "What's going on, Philly? I hope we can trade up. I think we can. I hope so, and I think so too." All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go. I will be back at 6:30 Eastern. I'll be doing another stream, so look for that. I'll be putting out the thumbnail and stuff for it. Thank you for all the super chats, all the new subscribers, all the people that joined me. We had over 400 people. It was a blast. I am going to go make a video now. Do I still want Howie fired? I don't want Howie fired. I want him removed from the GM. He can be the vice president of operations. He could be, Howie Roseman's right-hand man. I mean, Jeffrey Lure's right-hand man. I don't want him evaluating talent. That's not changed. But I will see you guys later. And thank you again to everybody. With that said, I'm going to let Mark Holmes' son and Mark Holmes take it out. Talk to you guys later. I hope you guys all take care. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And remember, it is Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. Denzel Washington out.
Not time for one more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Tell him more. He's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had no time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, this is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way.
Yeah, we had the opportunity.
I'm Michael Anthony Fitness here, MAF.